Hello friends, let's solve today some multiple choice questions based on the topic sets. Let's have the first question. The question is, choose the correct alternative answer for each of the following questions. Let's have the first question. The question is, if m is equal to, in curling bracket 1, 3, 5, in set n there are 3 elements 2, 4, 6, then m intersection n will be, 4 options are given over here, A, B, C, D. We have to choose the correct alternative amongst these 4. Now to solve this question, we have to find the intersection of two sets M and N. So we know that if we have to find the intersection of any two sets, we have to collect all the common elements from both of these two sets. So in set M there are 3 elements 1, 3 and 5, and in set N there are 3 elements 2, 4, 6. So if we observe the elements in each of these two sets, we found that there is no common element. So in the set M intersection N, no element will be there. That's why the M intersection N will be empty set, which can be also denoted by a symbol phi, which is given at option C. So here option C is the correct alternative. Let's have the next question. So in this question, set P is given by rule method. So set P is equal to x such that x is an odd natural number which is greater than 1 and which is less than or equal to 5. Now we have to write this set in the roster form. So to write this set P in roster form, we have to collect the elements by having this property, and we have to write these elements in set P. So that will be in the roster form, or which is also called as the list method. So we need all those odd natural numbers which are greater than 1 and which is less than or equal to 5. So 1 is an odd number, but we cannot take 1 as we need the numbers which are greater than 1. So the next natural number which is greater than 1 is 2, but 2 cannot be taken here because 2 is an even number. We want all the odd numbers. So the first odd number after 1, it is 3, and after 3 we have 5, and 5 can be taken because here the condition is given that x is less than or equal to 5. So that's why here 5 is included. So this bracket completes. So we get two elements in this set P, that is 3 and 5, which is given at option D. So option D is the correct alternative. The next question is, P is equal to, in curling bracket we have 1, 2 up to 10, and the question is what type of set P is. Either it is a null set or infinite set, finite set, or none of these. So as we can observe, in the set P there are elements given in this set, that is, these are all natural numbers from 1 to 10. So if we are going to write these elements, the number of elements in this set are limited and we can count it. That's why this set P is a finite set. So here option C is the correct alternative. Let's have the next question. If M union N is equal to set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and M is equal to 1, 2, 4, then which of the following represents set N? So here M union N is given and the elements are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now out of this, the set M is also given. So in set M the elements are 1, 2 and 4, and from this we have to find the elements in set N. So here M union N is given, that means all the elements other than the elements in set M must be in set N. So here 1 is the element in set M, 2 is also there in set M, and 4 is also there in set M. So apart from these 3 elements, all the remaining elements must be in set N. So such elements are 3, 5 and 6. So in set N there must be element 3, 5 and 6. So this is the answer. That means these are the 3 elements in set N Now to choose the correct alternative, we have to check which of these three alternatives represents set n. That means in the first alternative, the elements are 1, 2 and 3. But here 5 and 6, these are also elements in set n which is not represented in the set at alternative A. So that cannot be a correct alternative. Now we'll check the second alternative B. Now there are 4 elements in it, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now we have to only check whether all the elements from set n that we have found just now are there in the given alternative or not. Now as we can observe here, 3 is there, 5 is there and 6 is there, 4 is an extra element. That is, apart from these 3 elements, 4 is there, so that can be okay. That means the 4 is the element. There may be a 4 element which is repeated in both of these two sets. That means in set M there is a 4 which is given, and it is possible that there may be an element 4 in set N also, and as it is a common element in both of these two sets, instead of writing these two elements twice in the union, here it is only once it is written. So set B represents the elements in set N. So here the question is asked, which of the following represent set N? So B is the correct alternative. As we can observe in alternative C, we have 2, 5 and 6. But here, as we can observe, there is an element 3 in set N, but it is not given in the alternative C. That means alternative C cannot be the correct alternative. Now if we check for the alternative D, here also the element 3 is not represented in alternative D. That's why the alternative D cannot be also our correct alternative. Only set which represents all the 3 elements is alternative B. That's why alternative B is the correct alternative. Let's have the next question. If P is a subset of M, then which of the following set represents P intersection P union M? The options are P, M, P union M and P dash intersection M. Now to solve this question, we have to take one example. So let us consider P have elements 1, 2, 3 and 4, and as P is a subset of M, that means all the elements in set P must be in set M, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4, and more than that it can have more elements than P. So let us consider P has 4 elements 1, 2, 3, 4 and M has 1 to 6. Now we have to find P intersection P union M. So first of all we should find P union M. So to make a union of these two sets, we have to collect all the elements from both of these two sets. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the 4 elements from set P, and apart from that there are 2 more elements in set M. So we have to add that also so as to get P union M. Now we have to find P intersection P union M. So this is P union M. We have to make its intersection with set P. That means we have to take all the common elements from these two sets P and P union M. So as we can observe, there are 4 elements in P, 1, 2, 3, 4 and P union M, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are the 4 elements common in both of these two sets. That's why we should collect these 4 elements in this set. So we get here the set 1, 2, 3, 4, which is again set P. So this is set P. So we get the set P again. So the correct alternative is alternative A, that is P intersection P union M represents set P. Let's have the next question. Which of the following sets are empty sets? Set of intersecting points of parallel lines, set of even prime numbers, the month of an English calendar having less than 30 days, and set P is given in the set builder method, that is P is equal to in the curling bracket x such that x belongs to I, where -1 is less than x is less than 1. Now the question is, out of these 4 sets, which sets are empty sets? Now to find the answer of this question, we have to write all these sets by listing method. So the set of intersecting points of parallel lines, we have to write those points when two parallel lines intersect each other. So as we know that two parallel lines never intersect each other. So if they never intersect each other, there will not be a point of intersection of these two parallel lines. That's why set A is an empty set. Now set B is, we have to find such numbers which are even and prime. So as we know that there is only one even prime number, that's 2. So in set B there is one element, that's 2. Now in set C also we have to collect all the months of English calendar having less than 30 days. So we have one month in English calendar, that is the February, which has either 28 days or 29 days. So this is the month which has less than 30 days. So it has also one element, that's February. And now we have to collect such integers such that -1 is less than x is less than 1. That means we have to collect all such integers which are greater than -1 and less than +1. So that integer is 0, because 0 is greater than -1 and 0 is less than +1. That's why, as we can observe here, set B, set C and set D has a minimum one element. So these sets cannot be empty sets because it has one element each. So there is only one set, set A, which do not have any element. That's why the empty set is set A. So here the correct alternative is alternative A. So these are some multiple choice questions based on the topic sets. I hope you understand this concept. Thanks for watching.